this case, the simple past, right? And that it should be in all the verbs and also the modals, right? So if you're going to use can, you have to use could, right? So in all your stories, you should really be worried about the use of the simple past of the regular verbs, the pronunciations of the famous pt key ending, right? And of course the ed endings, and of course the irregular verbs, right? So that is something that you need to keep in mind while you are talking and of course telling your story, because it was in this case a past tense story, so you will have to use the simple past. Okay. So that is the first the feedback, right? But I really like and congratulations to all of you, the one that made the task, um, because the stories were great. I mean, and you have applied lots of visuals, which is great. Okay, so you made an excellent job there. Of course, telling the story and preparing all the visuals, right? So you put efforts on that, so that's great. And of course, don't forget that remember to practice everything with the um, language box, right? The language from the language box here, right? So that is something that should be used as well. Okay, it's going to help you then, of course, to make better stories. So if you want to tell a story when you are teaching them, you can use this material, of course, and which is great. Okay, so congratulations for that. You made an excellent job, and I hope you continue working on this, on your videos, on creating lots of resources, different resources, because then in the future you're going to use them, and that would be great if you can make use of this with your students. Okay, so that's great. So we're going to start with the recording of the class, and welcome back again. What are we going to cover today is quite simple, right? We're going to do an activity here that it is related with the last part of this unit, the units that we are covering, that as you can see here is unit 3.4. Okay, so last week we were talking, well, the previous week of classes before the break, we have been talking about this, telling and respond to a story, right? And today we're going to focus on this, which is write an informal email, right? And of course, be used to um, tell a story as well. So let's take a look at this. So you have the following email here. It says reading and writing. Email 1, describing an event. Okay. So we're going to have this, but timed version. Okay. So I'm just going to give you 30 seconds. 30 seconds to read this email, right? And you have to answer both questions. Give it a try. It's just 30 seconds. Okay, I'm just going to put it here. So I'm going to put 30 seconds timer. So I'm going to put it here on Google. Let's see. Timer. Come on, Google. Okay, 30 seconds timer. Okay, I'm just going to put it there. And of course, I'm going to put the text for you, right? So, okay. So from now on, you have 30 seconds to read the text and answer the both questions. It says, what did Juliana do recently? And what went wrong? Okay, in 30 seconds. So you should go fast, as fast as you can. Read the email. You only have 30 seconds. And that's it. 30 seconds have gone. So, what happened? The question said the following, right? What happened to, in this case, in the reading? Who can tell me that? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. What did Juliana do recently and what went wrong? Ta-da! Who can tell me that answer? What did Juliana do recently and what went wrong? Ooh. Nobody? No one? Come on, guys, wake up. Give it a try.
Very short time, teacher. Very short
Yeah,
time.
that's the idea. That's why. That's why. You only have 30 seconds to read. That's why. Again?
One more
Yes,
time,
yes, yes.
please.
30 seconds. I'm just going to give you 30 seconds, okay? No
Okay.
more than 30 seconds. Okay? So let me put the timer here. So I'm just going to give you 30 seconds. The question is quite simple. What did Juliana do recently? And the second one, what went wrong? Okay? 30 seconds. There you are, the email. Let's just gonna put it bigger in case that you cannot see it. Okay, starting right now. Five seconds. And that's it. Okay, I go back to this one. So how about this time? How was it?
She was snowboarding with friends, and one of her group broke a leg.
That's it. So there you are. Two questions answered in just one sentence. Congratulations, Constanza, right? So yeah, that happened. So as you can see here, first, in order to read this, you should go right with certain techniques, right? Skimming and scamming. So you should go quite fast, reading to the most important things. That is something that you will have to do in international tests, for example, right? Where you have a question and you have to go through the text quite fast because you have a time limit. Okay? So you'll have to go through the reading very fast, looking for the information, right? So maybe you can use some techniques for that. Some techniques are like maybe underline, right? Like this, underline the main ideas of the test, right? And also you can also number the paragraphs where you have the information, right? So that is something that you can do once you are, of course, reading this. That is a good idea for you to go through a text. Great. So, what are we going to do in this lesson? We're going to focus on this, which is, uh, in this case, the writing, the language for writing, because then we're going to make use of this. Okay. And how? We will have to find the following things in the text. So we have this language that is specific for writing that it's called the time sequencers, right? So maybe you know them, you have seen them um, if you just Google them, right? So if you go to Google like this and you put time sequencers, right, you're gonna see that there are certain things that maybe you know, and maybe you have used before, right? Like these ones. the ones that you have here, right? First, next, then, after that, finally, right? So those are mostly used to tell a story in a sequence, an order, right? But here you are some others, right? Because these ones are for what we call level A1, the very beginners levels, right? But there are others, and these are the ones that are used in this text that you have just next to the language box, right? So let's go through them. It says, when we tell a story, we often use time sequencers. Why? To show when things happened, right? To provide an order from the very first thing that happened to the last one. So according to this, we have different situations, right? For example, showing how a situation changes. So you may start with at first, blah, 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 but after, to begin with, but then, so you're providing, in this case, a change in the situation. For the second one, it says talking about an unexpected event. There is a time sequence here that it's quite common, that's suddenly. Like I was doing this and suddenly someone appeared, right? So I couldn't see, or it was suddenly there was an earthquake, right? With that expression, you're using and you're talking about an unexpected event, right? Then showing the order of the events, like you may use times like half an hour later, that means 30 minutes later, a short time later, after a few minutes, then next, right? Those are, of course, to show the order of the events in a chronological time, right? Then the ending of a story, as you can see here, that could be ending of a story or saying that a lot of time has passed, like in the end, finally, at last, right? So those are to finish a story. And of course, referring to an action which interrupts another action, you can use when, right? Or while. You mainly use those two, and of course, you can use those two when you're talking about the past simple and the past continuous, right? Like I was having, I was, yeah, drinking my coffee, my morning coffee, when I heard, right, when I heard the explosion, right? So I was doing something when something interrupted that action. I was drinking my coffee when I heard the explosion, right? So that is a connector in this case, and is a time sequencer that tells me that something interrupts what I was doing, right? So we have these language sequencers here, and next to it we have a text. So let's take a look at what, so that is something that you will have to do, right? You will have to look for the time sequencers that appear here on the text. Okay, so you should read this. You should take some notes, of course. Go through the text, take some notes, and what I would like you to do is to, of course, write what time sequencers are used in this email, right? From, of course, Juliana. So go through it, and yeah, in no more than 3 minutes. Okay, I'm just gonna put this. I'm gonna set the time here in the timer. I'm just gonna put here 3 minutes. Okay, so take some notes, write the ones that you find. Okay, so starting now. Just gonna put some music. Oh no, I can't put music because then when I upload this, I'm gonna be restricted. So sorry about it. Remember, 3 minutes. Go through the text and start looking for, in this case, the time sequencers. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, in this case, time sequencers. Dun, dun, dun. 1 minute and 20 seconds. Forty-five seconds. Ooh. Ooh. 30 seconds. Come on, you can do it. There's 7. There's 7 there. Let's see if you can find them. Ooh. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time is up. So let's go through the text. What were the ones that you found here? Give it a try. So tell me.
When?
Okay, so we have 1.
After a few minutes.
After a few minutes. 2, yeah.
Suddenly.
Suddenly, yeah. So we
At
have when,
first, but after.
at first, but after, yeah.
In the end.
In the end. Okay, we're 5.
A short time later.
A short time later. 1 missing.
The last day. The last day.
Is it?
But
I don't
No.
think so.
At first.
At first, but after. Ian saw that until.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So it was suddenly, when, at first, but after, a few minutes, in the end, a short time later, just 1 missing.
but then.
Then, right? There you are. Then. Very good. So you got them all. Excellent. So let's see where you can find them, right? So it says, it was great to hear from you. Yes, thank you. Blah, blah, blah. You had a really good time. But on the last day, blah, 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 had an accident, right? She broke, yeah. When? So we have this one. There you are. She was snowboarding very fast down the mountain when a little ball suddenly stopped in front of her, right? She managed to avoid, right? But then, let's see here. But then, as you can see here, crashed into a 3. So you have 1, 2, 3. At first, we thought she was all right, but after a few minutes, right? After a few minutes, there you are too. After a few minutes, she started screaming and complaining about her leg. It was awful. We tried to, but the signal was really bad. In the end, Or is Katima Ryan a short time later? There you are. Anyway, we'll get back. Nothing like she's out of college, and so let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, quite good. Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you are. Great. Excellent job. You made an excellent job there. So congratulations. Now, as fast as we can, it says choose the correct option to complete the sentences. So let's go through them and give it a try. So in the first one, it says choose the correct option to complete the sentences. The accident happened after or when she was snowboarding.
When?
Of course, it was when. Very good. So it should be when. The next one. A rescue team arrived.
Then.
Then, that's it. Then they took her to the hospital. Number 3. We were planning a party on the last night. Would we cancel it?
In the end,
In the end.
In the end.
like Linkin Park.
Yeah, Linkin Park song. When they made music, right? Then number 4. Her leg really hurt, but a few days. A few days.
Later.
A few days later. Finally, we have the last but not least. And it says, when?
At first,
At first, okay, she enjoyed the rest, but
after,
yes. But after a while, she felt bored. Excellent. You made an excellent job here. Again, super fast, right? Great. So, of course, we have done here work together, but now we are going to work as individually, right? Writing an email. So you will have to do task number 8, right? So what do you have to do here? It says you'll have to write an email telling a friend about a recent event that went wrong. You'll have to choose one of the situations below, right? Those are a party, at a party or a special event, on holiday, like the reading, at work or college, right? You will have to remember to use the past simple and past continuous and time sequencers and adverbs of manner. So all the things that you have been covering in unit number 3 should be used here. Okay, we're gonna do this on Padlet. So I'm just gonna put this, just gonna take a screenshot of this for you to get this one, and also for you to get the language for writing, in this case for writing, which is the time sequencers. So there you are. And I'm gonna put them here on Padlet. So I'm just going to make a Padlet. I'm just gonna put it here. No, I don't want a Christmas background. So I'm just gonna change that. So this is going to be email. Remember, informal email. Tell a story. No, it's not tell a story. It's just that. Okay. So we're going to change the background. We're going to put. Let's see. This one. Continue. Okay. Okay. Next. There you are. So here I'm going to post two things. The first one is going to be, in this case, the instruction. Which is this one. Okay. And then I'm just going to upload the other one, which is the language box. It is that one. So there you are. So you have them both. You have the instruction here, and you also have the language box. And I need to share this with you. I'm just going to put it in Classroom. Share it on Google Classroom. Let's see here. Oh, which is my other account. Come on, Google. Should be this one. Okay, so you're gonna find the link to this Padlet with the instructions, of course, in now Google Classroom. I'm just gonna paste it as an announcement. Okay, I'm gonna put it here, writing task. Just gonna post it. So now you should go to Google Classroom and you can see the instructions there. Remember that in order to write here, you just have to double tap and a new window is going to open. In the title, you put your name on it. And then in the writing part, you put your story. Yeah. Okay, you're gonna have for this, let's see, it's already 10 with 8. You're gonna have 15 to 20 minutes to create your story, right? You can use, of course, the example from here. You can follow it, right? Is an example. You can also make your own story, but remember to use the time sequencers and everything related to this. Okay, so Anne is already starting. Very good. But I'm just going to put you there. So in 15 minutes, I'm going to start reading, okay? Okay, remember to put your name on it and start writing. Okay, I'm gonna put some music for you to continue working. I cannot put this one. Let's see if I can put this one for you to work with some chill out music. I'm just gonna leave you there. I'm going to leave you there and I'll be back in 15 minutes, okay? Okay, I'm just going through the stories, okay? Don't forget to put your name on it.
I got a little carried away.
Yeah, I can see. Kind of a lot story, kind of a long story. Okay, don't forget that the pronoun I always goes with capital letters, okay? I think that I correct. Yeah, Ian. This. Okay, Ian, remember that here. I with capital letters.
Es que se me puso así con mayúscula solo, profe, no me di cuenta.
Yeah, it was me.
Eh,
I was doing it. Remember, always with capital letters. I always like that. That is not wrong. That is wrong. Okay, if you put with, you have to put it with capital I, mayúscula. Okay, good. So let's go and take a look at some of your, in this case, emails. Okay, don't forget that an email must have an structure, right? So first of all, you need to start with a greeting like this one, like dear Michael, or hi in the name of the person that you are writing. It is informal, so when you write informal emails, you know the person that you're writing to. That's why you need to put the name of the person that you're writing to, like hi Joy, dear Joy, hi Thomas, no, hola Thomas, right? Constanza ahí. Translation. No, try to use English from the beginning, right? Then you translate. It doesn't help.
I'm sorry, I don't know what is in Spanish.
Maybe you translated,
I,
you selected and translated just from here. Okay, so
no, I think the phone translate.
yeah, that's why.
I'm sorry.
Okay, and thank you. And at the end, you should put you need to say goodbye, okay? And that you can do it with this, like love, nice to hear from you, okay? Lots of different things that you can put at the in the end of the email, okay? Like best, see you later, see you soon, looking forward to hearing from you, etc. But you need to put that because it's an email, okay? Yeah, see you later, best wishes, okay, all of that. Great. Also, as I told Ian, don't forget that I, the pronoun I, always goes with capital letters, okay? Mayúscula, always. It doesn't matter if it is at the beginning, the middle, the end, always with capital letter, okay? And what else? What else? Yeah, if you have too long ideas, like you're writing a very long text, try to put it in paragraphs, okay? Try to split your ideas into different paragraphs so you can have more easy to follow, in this case, email or piece of writing, right? That is something that you also have to do, okay? But of course, I said that the best teacher of the world, of course. Thank you, David. And remember, Mrs. Spelling there. Mrs. Spelling with, okay, be careful. It's like this. There you are. Okay. remember to check your misspellings like these ones, okay? And I suggest you, okay? I suggest you, if you're using Chrome or Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge, you can put an add-on, right? That it's called. I'm just gonna type it here. Let me just go through it. Yeah, there is an add-ons that are very useful, add-on or extensions, and you can look for them. One of them is Grammarly, and also the Microsoft Editor. Okay, those can help you write better, right? You can put them also on the apps, like for example Google, while you're writing, while you're typing, right? Grammarly or Microsoft Editor are going to tell you what are the mistakes, right? So if I go through this text, for example, I know that in this case, as you can notice, Microsoft Editor is going to tell me what are the mistakes, right? So it's here, hello, it says, okay, it should be a comma, right? And here, right, it is suggesting you how to write and the rules that you have there. So it's great there, surprise, you see. At first, there's a comma or a dot. And an hour later, yeah. And again, she thought the door. Is that thought through? What is supposed to be here? Okay, surprise again.
Through.
Okay,
No,
just
through.
yeah, no need to worry. I'm just checking that. Okay, to show you how the editor works. Okay, so no need to worry. Okay, I'm not doing right or wrong, but double check. Always, you will have to double check that. We call it proofreading. Okay, we call that proofreading. So once you are writing, before you submit something, you will have to read it again to see if you have certain mistakes. Like, for example, let me go with Ignacio. Okay, this one, it says it's in the easy valpo, so maybe you should use at. Okay, just one preposition, at easy valpo, at a place. Remember that. Okay, so I'm going to go through them, of course, and I'm going to start looking and reading your in this case what you have done here. But for now, we have finished with our class. Okay, I know, yeah, you have classes with Miss Tamara in the morning, right, at 8. And she has here, she posted in the classroom, right, the review unit. So you should do the exercises that are here. Remember that, don't forget about them. Those are just right here in the review, right? Don't forget to do them, to go through them. You have also the audios that you will need to complete these exercises. And also you have the unit video here, the task, and also the video that you will have to use here, okay? So with that information, that it's all for today. See you. I hope to see you tomorrow, in which we're going to start working in unit number 4. Okay, I hope we have news from Miss Candy right later on, so I could tell you what is going to happen with the calendario académico for this semester. Okay, so guys, I'm going to stop the recording. Okay, so hope to see you tomorrow. Have a nice day, and
Bye.
well, best.
Bye. Have
of
a
all.
nice day.
Teacher, have a good
You
day.
too.
Nice day too.
Thank you. Okay.
Bye,
See you
teacher.
around.
Bye
Bye
bye.
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 See
See
ya.
you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.